Ever wondered if goats and sheep can breed together? It might sound like a wild idea, but the truth is more fascinating than you might think. In this video, we're diving into the science behind it, exploring whether these two animals can produce offspring, what happens when they try, and why it's such a rare phenomenon. Let's get started! First, let's get to know our two main characters, goats and sheep. While they might look somewhat similar and even share a pasture, they're actually quite different species. Goats belong to the species Capra igigris hircus, and they're known for their curious nature, ability to climb, and independent spirit. Goats are often seen climbing steep hills or even trees. They're browsers, which means they prefer to eat leaves, twigs, and shrubs. Sheep, on the other hand, are from the species Ovis aries. They're more docile and tend to stay together in flocks. Sheep are grazers, meaning they prefer to eat grass and other low vegetation. Their strong flocking instinct is a key difference from goats, who are more independent. Even their physical structures differ. Goats have lighter, more angular skulls, while sheep have heavier, rounder skulls. These differences in behavior, diet, and anatomy are just the surface-level distinctions. The real difference lies in their genetics. To understand why goats and sheep typically can't breed, we need to talk about chromosomes. Chromosomes are structures within cells that carry genetic material, DNA. This DNA is the blueprint that determines everything about an organism, from its physical traits to how it functions biologically. DNA is organized into long strands called chromosomes, and these chromosomes are found in pairs within the cell's nucleus. Each species has a specific number of chromosomes. For example, humans have 46 chromosomes arranged in 23 pairs. But chromosome numbers aren't the same across all species. Horses have 64 chromosomes, dogs have 78, and cows have 60. The number of chromosomes is crucial because it determines how genetic material is passed on during reproduction. During reproduction, chromosomes from both parents pair up to form a new set in the offspring. If the chromosomes don't match, meaning there are different numbers, or incompatible types, it can cause problems in the development of the embryo. Let's take a closer look at the chromosome numbers in goats and sheep. Goats have 60 chromosomes, which means they have 30 pairs. Sheep, on the other hand, have 54 chromosomes, or 27 pairs. This difference in chromosome number is significant. When a goat and a sheep mate, their chromosomes don't pair up correctly, leading to problems in the development of the embryo. This is why in most cases the mating doesn't result in a viable pregnancy. When the chromosomes can't align properly, the embryo usually doesn't develop correctly and is often reabsorbed by the mother's body. This is nature's way of preventing the birth of offspring that wouldn't survive. However, there have been extremely rare cases where goats and sheep have successfully mated and produced a hybrid offspring known as a geep or shoat. These hybrids are often a mix of traits from both parents. Sometimes they have the woolly coat of a sheep with the more agile, slender body of a goat. But while these hybrids might look interesting, they face significant challenges. Most geeps are sterile, meaning they can't reproduce. This sterility is due to the mismatched chromosomes. They have an odd number of chromosomes, which prevents them from forming viable eggs or sperm. Even beyond sterility, geeps often suffer from health issues. The genetic incompatibility can lead to physical abnormalities and developmental problems. This is why hybrids like geeps are so rare and usually don't live long. Given these challenges, breeding goats and sheep isn't just scientifically difficult, it's also ethically questionable. The health and well-being of the animals should always come first. Attempting to crossbreed animals with such different genetic makeups can lead to suffering for the offspring, who are likely to face serious health issues. There are also legal and agricultural guidelines in many regions that discourage or even prohibit such crossbreeding practices. These regulations exist to protect animals and to promote responsible breeding practices that ensure the welfare of both the parents and potential offspring. Most farmers and breeders focus on maintaining the integrity of each species, breeding goats and sheep with sheep to produce healthy and viable offspring that are well suited to their environments. You might be wondering, what about other animal hybrids? There are examples in nature and in breeding practices where hybrids have been successfully produced, like mules, which are a cross between a horse and a donkey. Mules are known for their strength and endurance, making them valuable working animals. However, like geeps, mules are usually sterile due to the mismatched chromosome numbers. Horses have 64 chromosomes, while donkeys have 62, resulting in mules with 63 chromosomes. Other hybrids, like ligers, a cross between a lion and a tiger, also exist, but they too often face health challenges and reproductive issues. These examples show that while hybridization is possible, it usually comes with significant drawbacks, both in terms of health and reproduction. So, while goats and sheep might make great neighbors and even share a pasture, they're better off sticking to their own species when it comes to breeding. The differences in their genetics simply make it too difficult for them to produce healthy offspring. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating animal facts. We have plenty more to share, so stay tuned and we'll see you in the next video.